Hello, my name is Beatriz Martinez. I am an SI English tutor sponsored by the Office of Student Success, and today I'm going to show you how to do MLA and MLA citation and in-text citation with a web source. As you can see here, I already have a direct quote and a paraphrase from the article we are going to use. So for the article, I chose a USA Today article on Ebola. Whether you're using, since I'm going to show you how to do a web-based example, you can go to any reliable article and you can use this for your sources. Okay, in this case we are going to create the works cited page for this specific article. Okay, the example that I have for you guys, there are two ways to create citation for sources. I'm going to show you how to do one way, which is a manual way. You can reference to your book, specifically chapter 14 on the steps to writing well. Here I have already the example. In order to create the citation, you need the author's last name, first name, the article title, the website title, the publisher, the date published, the web, the date access, and the URL. Might seem like a lot, but it's not. Okay, so in order to find this information, we need to go back to the article. Okay, as you can see, this is the article already here. You can see the author's name, the date it was published, and if you scroll down, you get the rest of the article. Okay, so in order to create the citation, we have to start off with the author's name. In this case, it is Jessica Gwen. Okay, so we're going to go back to our Word document, and we're going to manually type out author's last name first, Gwen, comma, Jessica, followed by a period. We found out the author's name, which is Jessica Gwen, but in the citation, the last name goes first, then followed by the first name. Okay, once we have that, we continue on to the article title. As you can see, the article title will go in quotation marks. We're going to go back. The article title is Facebook Looks to Raise Awareness, Money to Fight Ebola. You can copy and paste it onto your Word document. Okay, remember it goes in quotations. We're going to paste it. If on your document it gives you something like this, you can always go to the clipboard here and click the third option that says keep text only. It will make it the original format that we have. Okay, we added the quotation here. Now we add the closing quotation. Okay, with the article title, make sure that the article title is capitalized. Okay, make sure you have the correct punctuations. In this case, the period goes inside the quotation. Okay, we have the author's name, the article title. Now we're going to do the website title. The website title here is going to be in italics. So let's go find the website title. The website title is, of course, USA Today. Go back to Word. Format it to the italics. You're going to do USA Today, followed by a period. And you can take off the italics. Okay? Now we have the author's name, the article title, the website title. Now we're going to go to the publisher. Who is the publisher? In order to find the publisher, we have to go, usually the publisher is on the last page of the website by the copyright symbol. So let's go find the copyright symbol. Okay, we went to the home page. Let's see if the copyright symbol is at the bottom here. Here we go. Copyright 2014 USA Today, a division of Gannett Satellite Information Network. Okay, so the publisher is USA Today. So we're going to go back to Word. We're going to type out USA Today, followed by a comma, as you can see. Let's zoom it in. Okay, followed by a comma. Next, we're going to add the date it was published. The date it was published. Let's find out. So we're going to go back to the article. Okay, you can see here it even gives you the time, but in this case all we need is the date. which is November 6, 2014. So what you're going to do is type in the date first, November 2014, followed by a period. Okay, the publisher and the date published go together. Publisher followed by a comma, the date it was published, and a period. Web is an automatic text because we are using an online source. If it was a book, it would be in print, but in this case we're using web. Okay, after that we're going to do the date axis, which is today's date, the 10th of November 2014, followed by a period. After that we're going to include the URL in angel brackets. Okay, let's go find the URL. It's always here at the top. Okay, make sure you have them in closed brackets. Make sure you have them in angle brackets. Okay, you will get something like this. Okay, my page was already formatted to have the hanging indentions. I'm going to show you guys how to do that. You highlight your citation, you go to format on your Word, and you find the paragraph. You go to special here, it gives you the option of none, first line hanging. The original format will give you something like this. We don't want that. We want to indent. So the best thing to do is to highlight it, go to paragraph, under format, and choose the hanging special. Okay, you don't mess with anything here, you just choose the hanging. Okay, and it'll automatically hang it for you. Okay, this is an MLA citation. We did it the manual way. We followed this example that I give you here. The author's last name, first name, the article title in quotations, the website title in italics, the publisher, the date it was published, the web, since this is a web article, the date it was accessed, which is today's date or whichever date you looked at this article, and the URL. In the updated MLA format, the URL is no longer required. So depending on your instructor, the instructor will tell you to include the URL or not. This is the manual citation we did. I'm going to show you guys how to do an automatic citation. There's a website that will help you. The website is called citationmachine.net. You can always Google son of citation machine. What we're going to do is we're going to choose our style. In this case, we're doing MLA, so we're going to do MLA. Here, it gives you the options to cite books, magazine, newspapers, websites, journals, films. We're doing a website, so we choose website. As you can see, it gives you two options, an autofill mode and a manual entry mode. What we want to do is to do the automatic way. So we're going to paste the URL here. So let's find the URL. Okay, and it's going to give you something like this. Not all links will be highlighted like this. It just depends how, if the link is in the Son of Citations Machines database or not. So it's going to give you this. You're going to click select because that's the article we are citing. Okay, it's going to give you this page that it says what they found, what they automatically included. We're going to continue to final step. Okay, and as you can see, it automatically completed it for you. Always make sure, always double check that it is the correct information. As you can see here in the first name is not USA Today. We're going to change that to Jessica. Okay, we have the article title, which is correct, the website title, the author, the publisher. Remember we said the publisher was USA Today. The publisher is found by the copyright symbol. Here it gives you the option to display the URL. We want to display the URL. Again, I emphasize, depending on your instructor will tell you to include the URL or not. In this case, we are going to include it. And it also collected the published date. Always make sure November 6, 2014, November 6, 2014. The date access is today's date. Today is November 10th, 2004. Once you have accurately completed this form, you click Make Citation. It's going to give you your citation. Once you click that button, it gives you this citation. You're going to highlight the citation. You're going to copy and paste the citation. You're going to add it to your works cited page. You're going to paste. And as you can tell, it looks different. The font looks different from the one we manually did. So we're going to highlight. We're going to make sure it's in Times New Roman. And change the font to 12. Now it looks about the same. Okay, that's how you do your works cited. You can either use the website I showed you, Son of Citation, or you can do it manually by following this: the author's last name, first name, the article title, website title, publisher, the date published, the web, date accessed, and the URL. Now I'm going to show you how to cite this source in your text. So for this example, I created a paraphrase and I took a direct quote from the article. So say say you're creating an essay and you're using this source, that you're using this article as a source, and you're using a direct quote. With a direct quote, you just kind of copy and paste word for word what it said, and make sure to include it in quotations. Once you have your quote, in order to show that it came from somebody other than yourself, we're going to include the in-text citation. The in-text citation is basically the author's name, if available, or the article title, if there is no author. So in order to include the author's last name, the correct format is to include it in parentheses. We said that the last name of the author was Gwen. You include it in parentheses, and you add a period. The period, always make sure that the period goes after the closing parentheses. This is a correct in-text citation using a direct quote. Okay, we just got the author's last name from the works cited over here. And now I created a paraphrase. We're going to do the exact same thing. The in-text shows that we got it from somewhere else. It is not our own words. So what we're going to do is do the last name. Okay. This is the correct in-text citation with a source with an author's name. If perhaps there was no author, we're going to use this one. If there is no author, your citation is going to look like this. So then what do we do with the in-text citation? We're going to use the article name. Since it's a rather long name, we're only going to use the 3 to 4 first words of the article. So instead of having the last name, since for this example we're saying that there is no last name, we're going to do the article title, which is Facebook. You can always go back and reference to what it says because it is word for word. Facebook looks to raise awareness, so we're going to do Facebook looks to raise awareness. Okay, and again, this also goes in parentheses and the period follows afterwards. Okay, this is the in-text citation if there is no author. This is the in-text citation with the author's last name. Depending on how you use the information from the source, always make sure to cite it. If you do not cite it, that is counted as plagiarism. We do not want to plagiarize. So the in-text citation shows that we got it from a source. We used a source to create this information. Okay, you have your works cited page. You would include these quotes, these paraphrase in your essay. You would have your essay formatted in MLA format. The MLA format is shown like this. It's your first and last name, the instructor, the course name, number, and the date. Of course, you have your title. Then always make sure to include the page number and your last name on the header. That is the correct MLA format. Also, all this text has to be in double spaced. So again, in order to create a citation page, you need this example. You need to follow this example. If there is no author, you do not include unknown. You just go on and continue on with the article title and follow the rest. Okay, so this example was a manual example we did with the author, and this is the citation we did using the website with no author. Okay, and we included it in our quotes and paraphrases. Quote, we did the last name, and the paraphrase, we did the article title. And if you make sure that it is in quotations because it is an article title. Okay, again, my name is Beatriz Martinez. I am an SI English tutor sponsored by the Office of Student Success.